Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Priyanka from Easy Maths. Today I am going to start ratio and proportion chapter. In this video, I will explain an important property of ratio. But in my last video, I explained meaning of ratio. So ratio is a comparison of two or more numbers that indicates their sizes in relation to each other. It means a ratio compared to quantities by division. Okay, in other words, you can say that a ratio compared to quantities by division, where dividend is known as antecedent and our second term divisor is known as consequent. Just take an example. Suppose you have polled a group of 30 peoples, okay, and found 23 people prefer cake to ice cream and 7 of them prefer ice cream to cake. So what the ratio of it? 23 is to 7, or you can say like 23 by 7. Understood? So this is the ratio only. In this video, I give you an important property depends on ratio. By this property, a ratio remains unchanged if both of its terms are multiplied by the same non-zero quantity. It means when you multiply any non-zero number with the ratio, that means both of terms, ratio remain unchanged. Okay, just take an example here. Suppose m is a non-zero number, then a by b is a ratio here. So when I multiply m with both of terms, so this term is equal to this ratio. It means a is to b is equal to m into a is to m into b. Okay. Take an example. Suppose you have a number, a ratio 2 by 3. Okay. And when you multiply it by a non-zero number, suppose non-zero number is 2. Just suppose the non-zero number is 2. When you multiply this number by the ratio, your new quantities will be 2 2s are 4, 3 2s are 6. Okay. But according to this, or 2:3 is equal to 4:6. When you divide this number by SCF, that means you have to convert it in simplest form. You have to find first SCF and divide it. So 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. 2 3s are 6. So you can check it here. Ratio of new quantities ratio of new quantities remain same. ओके, जो पहले रेशियो था अभी भी वही रेशियो है, रेशियो चेंज नहीं हुआ, बट क्वांटिटी changes every time when you multiply or divide ratios by a non-zero number. Here you multiply it. Suppose if you divide, just take any number. Suppose here your number is 6 by 3. Okay, so when you just divide it, what the new number will come? Suppose you divide it by 3. So 6 by 3 is equal to, sorry, here 3 by 3 na, or 6 by 3, sorry, 6 is to 3, 2 is to 1. Understood? When you divide any ratio by same number, ratio and quantity are equal to each other because their ratio will not change. That's why. अच्छे से समझिए, जब आप किसी रेशियो को किसी नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं तो जो न्यू क्वांटिटी आती है वो डिफरेंट होगी, बट उस न्यू क्वांटिटी का रेशियो जो होगा पहले वाले रेशियो से सेम होगा, दोनों जो होंगे वो सेम होंगे, कोई उसमें डिफरेंस नहीं होगा, और रेशियो एंड न्यू क्वांटिटी भी आपस में सेम होगी। सेम एज जब आप किसी रेशियो को डिवाइड करते हो तो जो आपका फर्स्ट रेशियो था और जो आपका न्यू जो क्वांटिटी आया दोनों इक्वल होंगे, because when you divide it by when you convert it in simplest form, the ratio again will come. इसलिए रेशियो चेंज नहीं होता है, रेशियो रिमेन सेम, रेशियो सेम रहता है, क्वांटिटी विल डिफरेंट, क्वांटिटी वहाँ पर चेंज हो जाती है, होगी। ओके, so this is an important property of ratio where you understand that when you multiply or divide any ratio by same non-zero quantity, the ratio remain unchanged. Understood? Also, you know one thing, that ratio can be shown in different ways. You can represent ratio in different ways. अलग अलग तरीके से ratios को हम दिखा सकते हैं. So, very common way. So, what are the different ways? First way is using colon. That means if you have any number, suppose for example any ratio, so you can show it 2 is to 3. Okay, 2 is to 3. So by this colon you can separate two values. Okay, also by division mark, that means you can represent it 2 upon 3 or 2 by 3. Okay, this is the fraction way, this is the fraction form. Okay, fractional form. So 2 by 3 or 2 upon 3, this is the next way to represent ratio. As a decimal, suppose you have 1 by 4, so when you convert it into decimal, 0.25. Okay. Also, when you have any ratio that means 1:4, you can present it by percentage way, that means 25%. Understood? So by these four ways you can represent ratio. First way, that you can separate two values by colon, you can separate two values by division mark, you can separate two values by decimal, and last you can separate two values by percentage. So this is the way to represent ratio.